Yep, you see the title. We're gonna discuss some things today. I chose the old format of video because I don't even really want to focus on all the different cuts and all the graphics and stuff. I really want to talk to you guys and let's have a discussion about this. There are three major things to me as a producer that I feel needs to really be addressed and should be addressed soon. I know Native Instruments is doing the merger with SoundWide, and you know, hopefully, like I said in my previous video, they do a DAW, an actual real DAW. Anyway, but y'all guys keep it locked, stay tuned. So I have a beat up, right? And this was just me working on just getting back into the swing of even using Maschine. And the three things I'm mentioning today is one of the reasons why I stopped using it as a standalone. And before you guys even come out, you know, and say, hey, it's your computer, I have an extremely fast computer, quad core, with over 32 gigabytes of RAM. I have like at least 5 hard drives in my computer. I'll probably list the specs in the description, but it's not the computer. You know, I got really good top of the line stuff, and I've been using this stuff on my other software. So like Cubase, or even back in the day when I had Reason, it was no problem. But I don't know, it's just something about the processing inside of Maschine that like over processes, you know, how your audio is coming out. And I've changed everything. I've went all the way down to even 256, and you know, that's just the worst. But right now we're doing 512, and I'm gonna go through one of the issues that I have. And again, this is the processing power. Now I'm gonna play the drums I already have up. All right, now I'm just gonna go through individually each channel and you'll see what I'm talking about. I haven't even really started getting into it. Now, here is what my issue is, right? So of course you're going to want to mix certain sounds. You want to change how you manipulate those sounds. And for me, this doesn't give that full potential like an actual DAW. Like I'm a Cubase user. So, you know, in Cubase, I can manipulate the sound. I can warp the audio, I can do whatever, and I can do it all in one channel. But then when I come on in Maschine, you know, depending on what I use specifically, like that within itself already per channel changes everything. So I can have like 1 or 2 things on the channel, like you see here. Like I have 9 channels within this one group. And if I over process that group itself, then the group itself starts to act all funky. And that's really what it is. Because if I play just the melody, the bass line, and the horns from the beginning, you see right here, it's fine, right? So one way I could solve that is to change how many, you know, things I have in a group, but I feel like I shouldn't have to do that because you can go all the way up to 16 pads like they have on the Maschine itself. And within that, let's just say that, you know what, you don't want to just put 1 or 2 plugins inside of that because it changes the whole game of how you are doing your music, and that will change your current workflow. So for me, that's just one of the current issues that I have, which is the groups within itself being over processed. And if you have too many plugins at one time, it'll basically kill your computer. It'll just wipe out the whole thing. All right, the next thing I have is, and I would hope that this would be something that they would think about in the future, is to alleviate that problem. You can export the audio, right? But you can't render the audio in real time, meaning you can't just render and freeze your track and then put it in like regular DAWs would be. You gotta go export your audio out and then bring it back into Maschine, which is a headache for me. That definitely kills the workflow. In regular DAWs, you can just freeze it, you can render it in real time, and then it comes back into the software. Here, as you see, you gotta go export the source. You gotta, you know, the source is master. You can do your group if you want to. That's with the current update, but like I can't render it inside of Maschine. So that's another huge issue that I've been having. And you know, I think for a lot of people who use Maschine, that is a big plus if they had that to be fixed, because you could definitely keep going at one point and then you wouldn't have to worry about, you know, exporting it out to come from a folder to bring it back into Maschine. And you know, that just definitely helps when you're constantly producing or you're just in the flow of your work, and then you know, you don't have to worry about that. But the third thing I have an issue with is the actual mixer itself. You know, I've took some, you know, advice for some people of how to work with it, but again, I'm a guy that came from a DAW, so when I first started working with it, it was okay. The main issues I have with the mixer within itself is I'm used to the channels within itself. Like, say for instance, how you have this, right? And you have the compressors out and you have all your adjustments that you want to do for your VST. Every channel within here, like, I can't adjust the VST. Like, it tells me the instrument and it tells me, you know, the effect, but I can't change the effect. I would have to then go back here, open up, you know, the murder melodies, and then adjust it here. But, you know, I want to be able to go within the mixer and then adjust it within the mixer at the same time, you know, instead of going out to the arrangement window. And again, you know, I feel like that at the bottom here, that it's really a waste. And that might be part of the problem of why the processing isn't the way it is. Because on this channel alone, I have a compressor, I have the murder melodies, which is off, and the instrument I'm using is the BBC. So again, you know, the mixer within itself, I think that the mixer would have to change. It would be awesome to have, instead of at the bottom, where per channel, like all the plugins would be just streamed all the way on the channel so you can see it, just like how they have in the actual arrangement window like this. And then when you click into it, then it will open up and then you will see this on the arrangement window. You wouldn't have to go to the mixer to then see how to adjust your, you know, your parameters for your VST plugins. But again, you know, it's to each his own. I know a lot of people have been talking about, you know, the different things within the mixers. Of course, it's cool as far as how they have like the samplers and like how you see here, I can adjust things here. But as far as plugins, like, they gotta work on that. Like, you know, I think the main thing that they would change would be the interface of the mixer itself. Even if you were to do a standalone window where the mixer would be separate, you know, within itself, and then it could be detached, you know, maybe that would be a cool thing too, to help out, to alleviate some of that processing power from just having everything inside of one window. And I think that definitely helps and change. Hopefully, you know, NI definitely comes up and come up with some workarounds, because for me, this is 3 of the main reasons why I stopped using it and have just been using Cubase, and I use Maschine as an actual VST within Cubase. Hopefully, again, these will be, you know, you guys let me know what you think. These are my 3 issues that I have with them. And hopefully, like I said, in the near future, they change up and do something different. But if you guys like this video, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment, and see you guys in the next video. All right, you guys already know who it is. It's your boy Thesis. Peace.